Welcome to This Is the Day with me, Bo Chansey, and
me, Sue Kelso.
Sue Kelso in the house.
Hello.
Let's go. This Is the Day fam just did their happy dance.
Whoop, whoop,
It's the Cabbage
whoop,
Patch.
whoop.
You remember the Cabbage Patch?
Of course, 1983.
You were on that early.
I got it.
Yeah, that was a good dance.
It was a good dance.
That was
It was
a good-
also a Cabbage Patch doll.
There was that. Still strange, but that was quite the phenomenon.
They were a big phenomenon.
Big time.
Big.
Yeah, one of those first like toy phenomenon fads that I can remember, that where they were sold out, you couldn't get them, and
right.
the big Christmas rush. And
Yes. My husband and I thought we won one, and it was a prize at a car dealership.
Okay.
You went in, you could register. We thought we won it. They called. They said we won. We were all excited. We get down there. We won placemats. We got second place. We did not get first place.
Placemats?
We got presidential placemats.
Like
at
with
that.
presidents' faces on
With
them?
presidents' faces on it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who had to eat off Nixon?
I know, right? It was one of those moments where you're like, do you say thank you? What do you say? No? Okay. Gosh, we were here for the Cabbage Patch.
That's so funny.
It
Let's
was
see.
funny.
You're grounded. You're eating off Nixon.
That's
we
right.
don't even know you. You're eating off Ford.
You
Okay.
know what Johnson did. Come on, you're gonna go there.
All right. So welcome to This Is the Day, Sue. We're so glad that you would join us. For those who don't know, Sue Kelso, Connections Pastor at MCC.
Thank you for having
Did I
me.
get the title right?
You got it right.
I'm always so bad at those.
You got it. You got it.
I
You're
think it's 'cause
good.
we change them so often.
Right. What are you today? I don't know. I do know.
I'm getting after it. That's what I am today.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
So today, May the 4th.
It is the 4th of May.
Yeah. I wish you a happy 4th of May.
Yeah. I wish you a happy May 4th.
Oh, well, May the 4th be joyful.
Let it be.
Let it be so.
May the 4th be maybe wonderful.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, wonderful.
May the 4th be like everything in the heavens.
Everything in the heavens. May the 4th comes after May the 3rd.
That's true.
Yeah.
And precedes
Cinco
May
de
the
Mayo.
5th. I do love Cinco de Mayo.
I love Cinco de
do too.
Mayo. Cinco de
Oh.
Mayo is so much fun.
That's so much fun.
But we could have a forceful day, even on May the 4th,
That's true.
if we wanted.
We could.
We could.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, May the 4th
May the 4th.
be what you want it to be today. Moving on. We have a verse of the day.
Verse of the day.
This is a great one. I think you're going to love this. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 24 says, "The one who calls you is faithful, and he will do it." I'm going to read it again.
Okay.
1 Thessalonians 5:24, "The one who calls you is faithful, and he will do it." All right, Sue
So
Kelso,
true.
what jumps out at you there?
Man, this is one of those verses where you could say all of it, but I got to go with the one.
The one.
The one, he is faithful and he'll do it. I just know it. I know that he will. I know that he promises that, and we can rest on that promise. We can totally and completely rest on the faithfulness of the one.
For sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. That is so good, because if we start leaning on our faithfulness,
Yeah. No.
this is a recipe for disaster. Like,
Yes.
okay, yeah, I'm saved by God's grace, yes, and yes, He is the author and pioneer of faith, like the originator of faith.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to start off by receiving this faith from Him,
Right.
as an unmerited favor, free gift from God. But
completely
then
free.
over time, I'm going to begin to rely on my own faithfulness.
Yeah, right.
Well, what a silly thing to do.
What a silly thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've thought about it this way for a number of years, that God not only initiates our salvation, but He also, and will carry it on to completion, but
Yeah.
in the middle, He is the one that holds it in place.
Completely.
Always.
Yeah, it's not us. That's for certain.
Right.
Yeah, that is so true. Faithfulness, I think when we run to that, there's so many opportunities for us to run to that verse and just to be able to know, no, we don't have to understand it to have faith in what He's doing. We can just keep walking in it because He's promised He will do it.
Yeah, He is faithful and He will do it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
he's the initiator, sustainer, and completer.
I love that. Initiator, sustainer, and completer. That's awesome. Yeah,
of
that's
faith.
good.
He's got it all.
got
And
it
so
all.
even when I'm unfaithful, which all of us have a propensity for, and if we're self-aware and honest, then it would be really crazy to depend on our own faithfulness.
Oh, yeah. No.
Then we continue to rely on him and his faithfulness, which gives us this great power and freedom and confidence,
Right.
not in ourselves, but in him.
Amen. Yeah, definitely in him. Yeah, definitely in him. That's a great verse. I love
But-
that verse.
So it says, and he will do it. So not only in him, but also in the work that he's doing in me.
Yeah, completing the work in you. Yeah, bringing you through whatever he's bringing you through. He's still there.
Right. So, okay, I've missed the mark. Maybe I've blown it big time. And I'm thinking, well, God's done with me. No, he is faithful.
He's faithful.
And he will do it. Therefore, I can have confidence in him and what he's doing and that he will complete it. So the game's not over.
No. The game is not over.
Yeah, you're not out.
Nope.
I mean, Satan will try to take you out or convince you that you're out, but you're not out.
Oh, he definitely will. And he'll use every weapon that he can think of, doubt being one of his favorite. And he will run that and run that and run that. And as long as you're listening to that and not listening to the promises of God, yeah, he'll keep trying. Or pride, or however he can get you to follow him, he'll do it. Don't be neglecting what he's trying to do as well, because he's also trying to defeat you.
Yep.
In it. So definitely faithful. I love the one that is faithful, that calls us to it. Absolutely. Yeah.
God uses, I mean, there's whatever, if we miss the mark, or there's consequences to sin,
Oh, yeah.
which could mean that, that maybe what you were doing or, thought you would do, maybe you don't do any longer or get to do anymore. But God uses people who have messed up and are broken, and he uses them in really powerful ways. And I think this is a really important message. I really feel like somebody's watching right now who, may be really kind of teetering on the edge, or maybe feels like for quite some time that because of whatever, whatever you did or was done to you,
Right,
because it can go both ways.
Right.
Sometimes it's the stuff that's done to us where we're like, well, God, abandoned me or gave up on me, or because this has happened to me, then I'm not useful. And that's just not true. The one who calls you is faithful, and he will do it.
That is so true. So true. Yeah. Lean on that promise today, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. As long as we have breath, it talks about offer your bodies as living sacrifices in Romans 12. And I think sometimes what we do is we'll have a tendency to just go, okay, well, I guess I'm left here to just kind of muddle through and wait for death. And, then, I'll be with God. But no, we daily offer our bodies as a living sacrifice to him. And because that's what he wants. He's not looking for a dead sacrifice.
No.
We're alive.
Right. Right. He does. He wants that in us and through us and for us. He wants it for us. He wants that happiness. He wants us to have that faithfulness in what he's doing, so that it'll transform what we're doing. Because if we don't, then if we're not transforming, it's just information to us. It's not something that's changing everything inside of us, which is what we need, what we hope for. It's what we walk for. And it encourages our faithfulness to become stronger, fuller, and you can trust him more with more things. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All the time. That's that perpetual growth. He is faithful.
Yes.
Initiator, sustainer, and completer.
There you go.
Love it.
That's great.
Okay.
Very good.
Verse of the day. That was wonderful.
Verse of the day.
Less wonderful.
Less.
You are aware. You're not only a co-host on This Is the Day, but you watch.
I do.
You do.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm part of the fam.
Yeah. Every now and then I go back and see your comments and I judge you. Based
I
on it.
bet.
Just like I do everyone. It's fine.
Okay.
No big deal. Yeah.
Oh, there's Kelso again.
You missed that one on Trivia Pursuit.
Oh, so bad.
Actually, you're one of our top tier players. You know that.
I didn't get Pop Rocks for the last one that I got right. I got 6 in a row.
Well, we got them right here.
I'm going to take some.
Yeah. Walk away with the Pop Rocks.
I will do that.
Yeah. I'll take that up with the
Yeah, would you take that up
producer.
with with your producers,
I need people to help me because, these nasty notes don't just write themselves.
Well, I figured as much. That's really, it was kind of a, what do I want more? Pop Rocks, nasty note. I don't know.
We
We'll
can
see.
do both.
Okay. You deliver.
Thank you. Okay, but we have this calendar page that you're aware of. And does it trouble you as much as it does me? I struggle with it.
Sometimes it's good. sometimes not so good. Sometimes it needs a little help. You can tell the days that they mailed it in.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Joe, what do you got? I got nothing. Okay, write nothing. Good
I
job.
think it's kind of cool. On May 4th, there's a movie quote.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Why wouldn't there be?
Yeah, and I knew the movie when I have never seen this movie, but I knew the movie it was from when I read it. Iconic movie, like you know, one of the maybe top movies of all. It's in the lexicon.
The lexicon of good.
Of good.
Okay.
I would assume. So here's the quote.
Yes.
Let's see if you know what it is.
Okay.
Miss Robinson, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you? Do you know the movie?
I do know the movie. Yeah. Yeah. The movie is The Graduate.
The Graduate.
Dustin Hoffman, breakout role for Dustin Hoffman for sure. He did. You go back and watch that, and man, he looks like he's 12.
He does look young.
He looks
I've
really
seen
young.
the images of it. I've never watched the movie.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good movie. It's definitely probably one of the later movies that you can see the staging in. That they're actually like, okay, you know, like they're playing toward the camera. Where now I think you don't have that so much.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good. It's it's a movie of coming to age, I would say, would be the best way to describe it. Yes. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Pre-Rain Man, Dustin Hoffman.
Pre-Rain Man, Dustin Hoffman.
It's kind of funny how that role ended up.
Right? Yeah. That was an amazing. He did an amazing job in that movie. Tell him, Ray.
Have you, do you ever go back and like watch movies you hadn't seen in 20, 30 years?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And it's like, whoa, what did I just watch?
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah.
I did that this weekend, this last weekend.
What did you watch?
I watched Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing.
Oh, yeah, that's from the...
91,
I was going to say late 80s, okay, yeah.
It was 89 to 93, somewhere in there. I think it was like 91, though. I looked it up, but I was like, okay, this is Spike Lee's quintessential,
coming
work.
Up, yeah.
I mean, that generally thought of. I mean, maybe some, but I don't know. But I was like, I know I watched it when it came out, but I was a teenager.
Sure.
And I was like, I'm going to go back, because I like to do that, with a different lens and watch it.
Right.
And Sue, I cried at the end of this movie.
Really? Wow. It got you.
Let me put it this way. Like, I cried at the end of this movie because I'm watching a movie that's 30 years old.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha. I know what you're going to say. Yep.
And, and the same things are still happening.
Exactly. Right. There's been a message, a mantra, a prayer, an ask. There's been so much, an art
to express it.
Absolutely, on
which
continuum.
Is helpful for me. Yeah.
On continuum. Yes. Yes. Yeah. That's interesting. And do you remember how, when you watched it as a teenager, how it affected you?
Yeah, I don't remember. I can imagine, because there were, because my kids are, I have a 20-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 14-year-old, and so we talk about all these things, social things all the time, because it's big, and we should. And, I'm thrilled that we get to do that as a family. But so I'm in that world too, where I'm remembering, how I was processing things, and I feel like I was fortunate to grow up in a household that did discuss all manner of social topics, but then also had access. And that's a big thing, access to information and films like that, to go, oh, well, that's something I wouldn't have considered or didn't know. Music and things that I would listen to that were very educational, that helped shape a worldview, to go to say, well, wait a minute, things may not be as they seem from my soul perspective.
That's great. I'm glad you had that opportunity in your household. I did not grow up like that. There was very much a division in my household. It was the culture. It was the culture that I lived in. I don't think there was an intention necessarily, other than an understanding. A wrong understanding was being followed. And then as I grew up, as the years progressed, we were military, so we moved around a lot.
Yep.
So we were in different cultures as a result of being military and moving around. But I'm thankful for that, because I'm thankful that I got the opportunity to meet and be a part of a culture and learn from them what any kind of culture, and they learned from me. And I think, to me, it's not, it melds better. It just melds better. But I'm thrilled that you had a family that would talk about those things and would bring that out, talk about the right and the wrong, and that's awesome. Movies do kind of transport us too. They transport us back into time, and there's so many times where I've watched a movie and I'm like, how on earth did I miss that?
Oh, I know.
And not even close. Like, was this always in the movie? I don't know. But I do that often.
Well, I think what was interesting to me was that movie being, 30 years old.
Yeah.
Do the Right Thing. It felt like it was made this year.
Oh, I could see where that was.
It was interesting to me.
Yes.
The wardrobe,
Oh, yeah.
the music, the way it was shot. I mean,
Okay.
to me, I was like, this movie could have been made this year.
Wow.
Which
now
was
I'm
a
going to
little
have to
weird.
go watch it again.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting here
Yeah,
recommending
now
people
I'm
are
going to
feel what's
want to
wrong
watch
with
that for sure. Well, I mean, we need to do that though. We need to be open to the cultures that are around us and not, Jesus was very clear about loving everyone around us and not isolating out those that we're uncomfortable with or those we don't understand, or it's like that's not what he asked us to do. So yeah, let's pull it together.
With the access we have to information.
Oh, totally, right. Yes.
I really don't. I don't think ignorance should be an option.
No. You can learn what you need to learn in an abundance. Now, don't stay too vague on things. Like try to read what you can, and get yourself kind of educated in areas. And you know what? Be nice. Be kind to people. Be kind to
Definitely
people.
be kind.
Always.
Be compassionate.
Yes, loving, caring, understanding.
Across the board.
Across the board. Yeah. There's no one. Yeah. Please.
We're all coming from different backgrounds. I mean, as you just expressed, like from the way you were brought up, the way I was brought up.
Yeah.
Even though there's many similarities, but there's also those differences that and the more compassionate we are with people, the better that can be.
Yes.
And we do have the opportunity to learn, and I think from a variety of voices, I believe that's really important. If I don't like the buzzwords. We've kind of moved into a buzzword world, where it's just, we just throw them out there, and then people can take they can mean anything. It's like the phrase now. My teacher yelled at me.
Right.
It doesn't. My kids have been saying that. They'll say that. I'm like, wait.
Are you sure?
Let's call a timeout here.
Yeah.
Did your teacher? Because a teacher could yell at my kid.
It could.
It could happen.
Right.
There could be an abusive situation at school. So I got to listen.
Sure.
And I got to ask questions.
Absolutely.
Got to follow up here. But so far, every single time any of my 3 children have told me that their teacher yelled at them, it meant that their teacher gave them unwanted correction.
Okay.
In other words, was doing his or her job. Okay. And I was like,
which translated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my kids will, Mom yelled at me. I'm like, did she?
Did she? Let's review.
We could yell, but I was in the house and I did not hear any raised voices.
I did not hear a thing.
Yeah. Anyway, but like, what I was getting to there was like this buzzword echo chamber.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
There's one, and some people may be like, I've never heard of it. Well, sorry, I'm ruining that for you.
Yeah.
But an echo, where
you would have eventually heard of it.
Where you kind of get like in a silo of information.
Yep.
And you only receive information from that particular perspective, and it just echoes around. And then every conversation you have is only with like-minded people who are receiving information from the same sources.
Yep.
And I feel like my new spiritual gift is I can tell what somebody's news channel of choice is and how often they watch it.
Okay.
Within the first 5 minutes of talking to them. I'm kidding. That's not true.
I was say, I don't know if I want that spiritual gift.
It is funny that like.
But it is true. We do kind of have like a clanging cymbal that we want to hear.
Yes.
And sometimes we like walk toward those we know will help us clang that cymbal, and we'll camp at it because it's what we want to hear. It's what we need to hear. It validates us. It puts us in a place that we can understand things a little bit better. But all said, we really don't. We want a bigger perspective. We want a wider perspective. We want a longer perspective of what is going on around us. And really, people just want to be heard. They need to be heard. Let them talk. Let them speak. Let them be what they are, who they are.
Ask clarifying questions.
Please.
Show that you're listening. I mean, but the scripture says in the last days that people will gather around them a great number of teachers to tell them what their itching ears want to hear. And
right.
Boy, I mean, I really feel it because of our access to information and different sources, we really can like only listen to what reinforces what we already think. And what we want to hear.
Well, and I mean, social media is built that way, right? I mean, you like one thing, and before you know it, everything that looks like that is now in your feed. So you talk about feeding that even more feeding that over and over, day in, day out. And then before long, you just think everybody thinks like you.
And you can't handle if somebody doesn't.
Exactly, because you're like, no, I've got a plethora of people, and you realize, no, you've got media working with you, pushing you to believe that truth or that feeling or that need, and they're not all wrong. I mean, some are very encouraging, but watch that perspective.
Yeah.
It's important.
For sure.
It's important, yes, for sure.
See, we got all that from a
I know.
calendar page. Okay.
Look at that.
Maybe that was good today.
A good movie day.
It was good. Well, and the Simon and Garfunkel song, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get that
Yeah.
in our heads.
Absolutely.
That's a fun song.
Hello.
Great guitar riff.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we have another calendar that gives us a national day to celebrate, and today's National Firefighters Day.
Woohoo!
Yeah, go out and start a fire. So,
Oh,
no, I'm
man.
kidding. Don't do that.
No, don't go start a fire. We had a chimney fire at
You had a
our
chimney
house.
fire?
We did. We had a chimney fire in February. Yeah, we did. We had a chimney fire. We were never more thankful than for the firefighters who were quickly to respond to our house. And the first firefighter that got there grabbed the log, opened our slider door, and threw it out the window because there was snow out there. And I'm like, should I worry about the flaming? No, he's good. So they were getting me out of the house. They're like, ma'am, you need to leave. Oh, I have to leave? Okay. So I was going to watch the show. But they are organized. They call all the things that they need to call. They respond back to each other. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Firefighters are amazing.
Yeah. Firefighters Day. We're
Yeah.
thankful for you, and we hope we never need you.
Exactly. But when we do, we are thrilled that you're available.
On call and ready to go.
Yes.
The paramedic function, too, is also huge.
My goodness. And it's the 24-hour clock. They're not really ever off.
Right.
I mean, they're out and about doing things. If there's an emergency, they're responding. They don't go, oh, sorry, it's 4, I can't save your life. I'm going to check out. I'm off. I can't do it today. No, they are in it. They're devoted. They are a brotherhood, a sisterhood. They get in it. They love it. It's fun. Yeah, they have fun. They have a good time too.
Where I went to school in Texas A&M University, there's a huge, in Bryan College Station there, firefighter school where
okay.
people come from all over the world
Man.
To train. And so that's a connection I often have with, when I
Sure.
talk to somebody who's a firefighter that, they've been to what I call the Holy Lands.
Right. Well, they go up, I know on ours, they had to go up to the top of our chimney, and was that the ladder truck?
Uh-huh.
They took the ladder truck, went clear up there. I mean, I'm watching them go up, and they carried that stuff up, and I'm like, that's crazy. All of it happens so quickly. It's not something that you get to go, hey, Joe, we're going to move the ladder. It's like, boom, they're up there. No hesitation. They get in it, they run into the fire while everybody else is running out of the fire, and we salute you, firefighters.
Absolutely. Oh, I got to salute now.
Yes.
Controversial subject. I want your opinion.
Please.
Should Dalmatians be required?
Well, the Dalmatians, you see, I always wondered why they went with the Dalmatian, because the little spots on it, did it get caught in a fire? And that's a remnant of it? Was it once a white puppy and then it got caught in a fire and it has little black spots? I don't know. They are adorable. I will say that. I've never met a Dalmatian that's not adorable.
All I'm telling you is if I see a fire truck, I'm looking for a Dalmatian. And if there's not one there, I'm disappointed.
You're like, goodbye. Next. I'd like to see the next one, please.
I love the dogs.
I do love the dogs.
All right.
Yeah. You don't see a lot of Dalmatians, though, in the wild.
Well, they had a run on there for a while, and then I think there was a rumor out, they're kind of not the smartest breed.
Okay. Okay, well.
I don't know if that's true or not. I've never
don't
owned
know.
a Dalmatian, but
Yeah.
maybe they bred them a little too much.
Do you have a dachshund?
Yeah, I have a dachshund wiener dog, Lady Longfellow.
Yeah, Lady Longfellow.
Charlie Brown, she
Yes.
is a girl, very pretty. She
Yes.
is a terrier beagle mix.
Oh, okay. Does she
and then-
howl?
Huh?
Does she howl?
No.
No. Okay.
No, she's quiet. She's actually
Okay.
quiet.
Okay.
And then Griswold is not
Yes.
my dog.
Right. The one that
Nice.
lives at your house
This is the dog that lives in my house
that you feed.
that I feed. I'm out with.
Yes.
Grizz.
And they're all adorable. They're all good. And they get along?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good dogs.
That's good.
Love the dogs.
Good. Yeah, the dogs are good. I love the dogs.
Are you ready for some Trivial Pursuit?
Let's do it.
All right. So Sue, Trivial Pursuit Master, has won many times, gotten all
have.
6 right. So
This is
you're gonna
true.
take a fun dip today because we owe her one.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go for it and see if I can get all 6 right.
All right.
And if
Okay.
you get all, I want you to play. If
All
you get
right.
all 6 right, make a guess. We'll
Come
send
on,
you a
Karen.
congratulatory Pop rocks from a funded box.
All
Old
right.
cards, new cards.
We are going to go new.
New. Okay.
New. I
All
usually
right.
go with old, but we're going to go with new
Hot off the
today.
presses.
All right. Here we go. We're going to start with the blue.
Blue, geography.
All right. It says, okay. I don't even know the name of this mountain. Stellenbosch is a mountain wine region in which country? It is Stellerbosch. Stellerbach is a mountainous wine region in which country?
Bach, B-O-C-H.
Yep.
Well, you know, they make a lot of wine in France, but that's not a French word. That's Bach
yeah.
is usually German.
Yeah, it is usually German.
I will say Germany.
I see why you were led that way,
Austria,
but it's
no.
really South Africa.
South Africa.
I would have not known there'd been a wine country there. We learn. See, you learn on This Is the Day
South
on May
Africa.
4th. All right, pink.
Pink, entertainment.
Which Texas love song was banned from British Airways during World War II because it was too catchy? Let me say that again to you, sorry. Which Texas love song was banned from British Airwaves during World War II because it was too catchy?
A Texas love song.
Texas love song.
I don't know. Hey, good looking.
That'd be it. That'd be good. This one. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to do the clap. The stars at night are big and bright.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
There you go.
Texas.
It is catchy. Now it's stuck
It
in
is a little
everybody's head.
catchy. I can understand. They don't want them clapping out there. All right. What 1946 Jimmy Stewart holiday movie? Boy, this is a movie day, isn't it? Did the FBI suspect of promoting communism?
So, freebie pretty much here. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah. Right.
That's the history question?
It is. It's yellow. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't give you the color.
Well, that was back in the days where everything was.
Yeah, 1946.
Everything supported
Everything was communism.
Yeah.
That's right. That's true. That's so true. Purple.
Purple, art and literature.
Okay. What author went into hiding after receiving a FATWA fatwa issue by Ahala Khamenei? I don't know what that word is.
So it's an author who went into hiding?
Yes. After receiving a FATWA issued by Ahala Khamenei.
I want to say the person who wrote the Prophet, but I don't remember the name. I don't remember the author's name. I don't know.
Solomon Rudini.
Solomon
Yeah,
Rudini.
don't know that one at all.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna do this. Green.
Green, science and nature.
Okay. The New Horizon space probe took the first detailed photos of which celestial body in 2015? The New Horizon space probe took the first detailed photos of which celestial body in 2015?
Pluto.
You are correct.
Let's go.
Still not a planet. That's what it says, Sally. It says still not a planet. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just reading the card. All right. Orange.
Orange. Man, it's like you guys were arguing about planets there. If you got in a fight about stars, you could have
we could have
Star War or something.
Do you want to have a Star War? We could.
Let's go.
All right. You win.
What are we at? Sports
All right.
and leisure?
Yes.
Okay.
Sports and leisure. All right. What is a mix of a miniature schnauzer, back to our dog, and a poodle called, besides a mutt? Can't call it a mutt.
A miniature schnauzer and a poodle.
Yes.
Wow, I have no idea. Schnauzer poo.
A schnauzer poo or a schnoodle.
Schnoodle?
A schnoodle.
The answer is schnoodle.
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 A schnoodle. Now you just want to see a schnoodle.
I don't.
You don't? You don't. The
Maybe.
poodle kind of gets in on all of them, doesn't it?
Yeah, the poodle. Overdone. All right, let's do a little Everyday with Jesus
Let's
to
do
round
it.
this bad boy out. Our thought for the day says, put your money where your heart is, because if you don't, your heart will stray. A misplaced treasure leads to an empty heart. And then Jesus' words in Matthew 6:21, for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also.
Yep.
So true. Mm-hmm. So true.
So very true.
The heart follows.
The heart follows
Yep.
the treasure, for sure.
Absolutely. Cool. Well, May the 4th
May the 4th
be
with
all
you.
of you. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
This is the day.